connect to the earth and also felt like sharing and bringing you all into that connection. So I hope you all can hear me. This is Yoga4Recovery place, and yeah, I hope you all can hear me. It's a little windy here, but just like we normally do, we're gonna start out with bringing hands into Gyan Mudra, thumb and index finger touching. Oh, the phone seems a little unsteady here. We'll see how this goes. Bringing hands into Gyan Mudra, thumb and index finger touching, back of the wrist to the knees. Eyes are closed. And taking this moment to just really notice what you notice. Noticing any noises entering into your awareness. Noticing any smells. Noticing any physical sensations, if you're holding tightness or tension anywhere within your physical body. And taking a moment just to rub your hands together, really building up some heat. Building up some heat in the palms of your hands. And any place that you feel tension, just very gently placing your hands on that area. Just bringing loving awareness to that area. Let's do that again. You can rub hands, building up that heat. Whether it's your shoulders, your lower back, just very gently placing hands on those areas that just need a little more loving kindness. And when you're ready, bringing hands to the heart, either in prayer mudra or with one hand over the heart center and the other hand over that one. And with your hands at heart center, taking a moment to really notice the energy you're holding in your heart. It's very simply acknowledging if you're feeling excited, restless, maybe you're feeling disconnected, and that's okay. When we're connecting with the heart center, and we're opening, we're bringing a level of acceptance. So, with the acceptance, anything belongs. We're not trying to push or change or fix anything. And with hands at the heart, let's begin elongating up through the top of the head and pulling shoulders away from the ears. And then we'll open our practice chanting Om. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling. And then inhale to chant. Om. Keeping hands together, let's raise arms up overhead and imagine that space between your arms filling with a beautiful light. And as you exhale, release your hands and imagine drawing that light around you, like a protective sphere to guide you through your practice today. And then we'll bring our hands back to our knees and start Sufi grinds. Inhaling forward, exhale, rounding back. And we're drawing these circles with the torso around the hips. And remember, as we move forward, we're inhaling deep down into that navel center, taking a complete breath. So you're filling your entire diaphragm and lungs up to your shoulders. We're going in one direction. And remember, as you're drawing these circles, we're elongating up through the top of the head, pulling shoulders away from the ears. One more time. Let's inhale up to center. And then on the exhale, release and continue that same movement in the opposite directions. I have a friend, so we're in Maine right now. It's beautiful coast. And I have a friend that I'm with who is walking behind me. She might join. All right, we're going in one direction. Back to these Sufi grinds. Okay, one more time. Let's inhale up to center. Pulling that breath up your spine. And then on the exhale, we're going to release. So let's go ahead and just release the legs, shake them out, tapping the toes on the, tapping our heels on the ground, brushing, do a little bit of microfacial massage, getting those nerve endings woke up, shaking out the energy, and shake out our hands. Woo! Shake out the arm, the shoulders, and the spine. Very nice. And we're going to come into a wide-legged stretch. So, stretching your legs out like a V as far as you're comfortable with, but we want to make sure that our feet are flexed, pointing up towards the ceiling and up towards the sky. And we're going to inhale the arms up overhead. And then on the exhale, coming down to toes, ankles, or shins. Bringing the forehead close to the knee. And then inhaling back up to center. And exhaling over to that other side. And continue that movement, going at your own pace. We're inhaling, stretching up towards the sky. And exhale down to one side. And then inhaling back up to center and exhaling to the other side. the next time that you find yourself reaching up to center, let's go ahead and pause here. And then we're going to twist, turning so our heart is facing over to that left foot. And then we're going to lower our arms. So we're placing one hand on the inside of that left leg, one hand on the outside of the left hip. Lisa! Hey, Lisa! Oh, she can't hear me. That's okay. Rolling shoulder blades away from the ears. I'm doing a yoga video. Okay. All right, so we're elongating up to the top of the head. And with that inhale, we're inhaling up, elongating up, and then on the exhale, turning so that we're facing, so we're turning to look over that left shoulder. Getting a nice little spine twist. And on your next inhale, inhale long and deep, and then on the exhale, we're going to release, reaching up for the sky. Woo! And then releasing, coming back down, now facing over to the right. So we're inhaling up to center, and on that exhale, we're planting hands. That left hand comes to the inside of the right leg. That right hand resting behind us. We're elongating up through the top of the head. And on the exhale, we're looking over this right shoulder. Inhale, and on the exhale, go ahead and reach up for the sky, and coming down to the earth. All right, and let's just go ahead and really sweetly, gently stretch here. So we're rolling shoulder blades away from the ears, very gently pressing into the ground, and elongating up through the top of the head. You can bring your forearms down towards the earth if you like. And let's go ahead and release. All right. And let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. And we're going to hold onto either toes, ankles, or shins, and just start rolling the shoulder blades away from the ears. Inhaling, shoulders up, exhale, rolling them down the spine. And with our soles of our feet together, we're really bringing the knees down towards the earth. Just getting a nice stretch in the hips. And we're holding on to toes, ankles or shins as we elongate up through the top of the head and do those shoulder rolls. Inhaling, shoulders up, exhale, rolling them down the spine. Continue those nice shoulder rolls. I like to imagine too, whenever I'm doing shoulder rolls, I imagine that I'm gathering any tightness, any tension I might hold in the back of the neck. I'm just letting it go, letting it melt like ice to water, letting it melt down the spine, down through my tailbone, down into the earth. One more time. Let's inhale the shoulders up. And then on a great big exhale, we're going to exhale, release. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling the shoulders up, 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 up towards the shoulders, or up towards the ears. And then with a great big exhale, release. Releasing it out through the fingertips. Woo! One more time, inhaling the shoulders up. And exhale, release. All right, very nice. Let's come on into our into tabletop. So, and we're gonna hop right into cat-cow. So hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. We're inhaling the tailbone up towards the ceiling, dropping the back as we lift the chin. And then exhale, rounding tailbone towards the belly button, arching the back, bringing chin towards the heart. And continue that movement. Keep my glasses on. And remember, we're leading this movement with the heart, or with the tailbone. So whenever we move from cat into cow, the first thing to move up is the tailbone before we arch the back and lift the chin. And then as we transition from cow into cat, the first thing, part of the spine that we bring towards the center is the tailbone before we arch the back and bring in chin to heart. Continue that movement, going at your own pace. If you'd like to make this a little more energetic movement, or if you start to notice that you have a little more range of motion available, you can always pick up the pace, but remember to breathe. One more time. Let's inhale into cow. Reaching that tailbone up towards the sky, dropping the back towards the earth, lifting the chin, faces forward, shoulders pulled away from the ears. And now let's transition into cat, squeezing all that old air out, rounding tailbone towards the belly button, arching the back, bringing chin to the heart. And then inhaling into a neutral tabletop. And we're gonna come from this tabletop, we're gonna plant our hands, really gripping the mat, the earth with each fingertip, and then we're going to tuck the toes and then push the hips up towards the ceiling into down dog. Here in down dog, the head is hanging loose between the shoulders. You can do some neck rolls in one direction, then the other. And then from down dog, we're actually going to drop our knees and then come sitting back on the heels into child's pose, stretching the arms along the floor above the head. Bringing your third eye, the forehead, down towards the earth. And then coming from Balasana, child's pose, we're going to move forward into cobra. So stretching the legs behind you, bringing hips down towards the earth, and reaching shoulder blades up towards the sky, elongating up through the top of the head. Chin is up, face is forward. Taking a few long, deep breaths here, rolling shoulders away from the ears so they're squeezing together. And then we're going to come back into tabletop. Okay, so bringing those hips up and positioning ourselves once more for down dog. Bringing hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tucking the toes, pushing the hips up towards the sky. Remember, here in down dog, the heels are reaching for the earth. It's okay if they are not quite there yet. We just want that stretch to be there. The hips are reaching for the sky and the head is hanging loose. Let's go ahead and drop the knees once more. Coming down into child's pose, sitting back on the heels. Reaching our arms along the ground above you, bringing that third eye, that forehead down towards the earth. We're connecting with the earth. Connecting with the earth through our mind's eye. Bringing in all that earth energy. Coming once more into tabletop. Oh, excuse me, sorry. We're actually stretching our legs behind us once more into cobra. Rolling shoulder blades away from the ears as the hips rest on the earth. The crown is reaching up for the ceiling, for the sky. Chin is forward. Chin is up, face is forward. Then coming once more into tabletop. Ooh, wow, that's a pretty rock. Bringing our hands once more under the shoulders, knees coming under the hips. We're tucking the toes once again, preparing for that down dog. Pushing hips up towards the ceiling. And we're going to drop our knees once more, coming into child's pose. Sitting back on the heels, reaching forward towards the top of the mat. Here in child's pose, this time we're going to do a few shoulder openers. So we're going to bring one arm up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky, really reaching up through those fingertips, and then threading it under the torso before gently bringing our third eye back down to the earth. If you like a little more of a spine twist or a nice stretch in in your neck. You can always turn to face past that extended arm. So turning your cheek towards the earth and then looking past that arm that's extending underneath your torso. Go ahead and return that arm back towards the mat, back to the earth, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side, reaching up through that opposite arm all the way up to the sky, and then threading it under, bringing that third eye back towards the earth. Turn your cheek to face, out past this elongated arm. And then let's return that arm back towards the mat. And then this time, we're going to bring both of our arms behind us and then resting them in a Venus lock right on the lower back. So we're coming into a yoga mudra, reaching our arms up towards the ceiling. So Venus lock, the fingers are intertwined, thumb tips pressing together. We're resting that on our lower back, and when you're ready, we can reach up towards the sky. Taking just a few long, deep breaths here in Yoga Mudra. And when you're ready, inhale up and exhale, bringing arms back in front of you. Continuing here in child's pose, we're going to begin swaying the hips from left to right. Inhaling to the left, exhale to the right. One more time in each direction. We're going to come back into tabletop, bringing hands back under the shoulders, feet are under, our knees are under the hips. Preparing once more for down dog, pushing the hips up towards the sky. And here in down dog, go ahead and pedal the heels, bringing one knee down to the ground, then the other. A nice little stretch behind the legs. And then coming to stillness, we're going to plant this right leg and then reach up towards the sky with the left. Just getting some nice three-legged dogs here. Nice hip opener. And then we're turning that left foot to the mat, We'll do the same thing, planting that left foot and reaching up with the right. And we're turning that right foot to the mat. Let's go ahead and grab glasses. And check the time. Oh, it is about that time. And we're gonna come rolling up. So So we're coming from down dog. We're gonna walk our hands back towards the feet. We're in this full forward bend. And then very gently gonna come rolling up. Okay, again, rolling shoulder blades away from the ears. And then we're gonna do some neck rolls, inhaling left ear over to the left shoulder, exhale, rolling chin down to the heart, bringing right ear over to the right shoulder, and continue that movement. And then switching directions. Coming to stillness, we're going to bring our hands to our shoulders and just bringing about a foot between the 2 feet, rolling shoulder blades away from the ears, really reaching out through the elbows. Chin is up, face is forward. We're going to inhale, looking over to the left. Exhale to the right. And continue that movement. Making sure that your head is following your torso. Shoulders are squeezed just very gently together. And the next time that you find yourself turning to the left, go ahead and pause here. Elongating up through the top of the head as you twist to the left. Still squeezing those shoulder blades together. Inhale. And exhale, twisting to the right. Exhale, come into center. Let's lift our arms up overhead, palms facing each other. Reaching up, 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 and then exhale. Draw that light around you. And it's about time to close our practice. So let's come sitting back down into easy pose. Taking this moment, that's bringing hands to the heart, and taking this moment just to really thank yourself for taking one more step on this path of healing, connecting, remembering your true self. And really honoring the courage and the strength that it takes to be on this path. And before we close practice, taking a moment just to look around, looking at where you are. saying thank you for this moment. If you're with other people, taking a moment to really look at them, acknowledge them and their humanness. And saying thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And closing your eyes. Thank you for being here. Let's close our practice chanting Sat Nam. Inhale and exhale. And inhale to chant Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Peace to all, light to all, and love to all. Sat Nam. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And if you'd like to just take a moment to look, there's Canada. Say hi, Canada. Taking a moment just to enjoy this. Yeah. Have a beautiful day.